Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Aurora. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Alabama's offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Legendary Tennessee coach General Bob Neyland used to say you never know what a football player's made of until he faces Alabama. We're about to find out what everybody's made of, guys.
Yes, we are, and this rivalry is so great. Growing up in the South, man, you knew the third Saturday in October was throwdown, was big-name Tennessee, big-name Alabama, Jesse, and they were going to go at it.
And, David, it just feels like when these two teams take the field, there's just a different energy in the stadium. Regardless of where they're playing, someone's going to be enjoying victory cigars when this one's over. Can't wait to find out who.
He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Going up top on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Great to have perfect blocking, but you can also make your own, and that's exactly what he does, getting it up to the 36. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down line.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
A strong tackle and wrap-up.
Running back.
Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, David.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. Nothing, they don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Got rid of it just in time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket. There's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Great move there. Touchdown, Alabama! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Volunteers offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a crease to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Back to throw, it's Odom. Takes the easy one to the back. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tennessee put the big into the big orange as they blew out Alabama the last time they met.
I mean, this rivalry meaning so much and Tennessee smashing the Crimson Tide last year has to do a lot for their confidence. And Palmer, you know the Crimson Tide having a year to stew on that will be a little bit upset.
Alabama was embarrassed last year. Fans, I feel like, have been talking about that game for a year leading up to this one, so they know they've got to be firing on all cylinders early in this game.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lewis. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
PAT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for blockers. And the returner is stopped. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take it.
Grab behind the line. It's Lewis. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He finds his man. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of down.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The Volunteers will line it up on 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. They're on the left hash. He'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. The official says no good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day.
About to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll go to the ground. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. The Vols want to crank the tempo. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Dropping back, it's Odom. Got his man on the outside. Stopped after making the catch. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Quarterback will keep it. Past the first down marker and still running.
Offensively, are you going to take 4 to 6 every play? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And the Vols have their offense in high gear. Give to the back. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Lewis. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. Open space at the 25. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The give to the tailback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that, get that one positive play.
Intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Vols! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception, Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He'll bring it out. It's Aurora. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Finds the tight end. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They make the stop, but the sweet blowing catch is plenty to give them a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking to move it through the air. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Fair catch called for and made. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Calls his own number. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback keeps it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Vols will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive. Getting a stop. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He caught it. Touchdown time. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You've got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalry. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Back to pass, it's Odom. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. On the move. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Tennessee! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
Looks as if they'll go for two with the subtlety of a sledgehammer with all these big guys. The quarterback sneaking the burrow and the push going for the two.
I like the try going for two there because you're trying to get your opponent to at least have to score a touchdown to win this one. But honestly, guys, with just a couple seconds left on the clock, you're walking out of here with a W.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. That was fun, and it was big time. And it is a confidence builder to come through waning moments and win a game like that.
Confidence builder, dream maker, right? Those are the things you dreamed about in the backyard, drawing it up with the clock running down. You're going to make the play to win. Your offense is going to come through in the clutch. Jesse, that's exactly what they did.
No doubt about it, David. That's a tough situation to be in. There's so much pressure on these individual players to have to step up and have to make that big play. But you could see the belief they had in each other, the respect they have for each other, and now moving forward, this is a huge confidence builder for this team.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.